LifeCoachMary.com and America's Inner Peace Coach, and I'm here today with another everyday inner peace tip for you. So I want to start with a question. Do you consider yourself a spiritual seeker? Are you on a path of personal growth? I can remember years ago when someone asked me, do you consider yourself a seeker? And I sort of thought to myself, scratched my head, well, I guess so. I'm reading a lot of books. I'm listening to different audio programs. I'm attending seminars, all in an effort to really evolve myself and my consciousness to a higher way of being, a more peaceful way of being. So, yeah, I guess I'm a seeker. But there's something about that that didn't really resonate with me. And I think it's because seeker implies that there's something missing. And I think that that's simply not the case. I do hear a lot from people all the time that what frustrates them most is that they know a lot. They've read a lot of books, they've listened to a lot of CD programs, and they still find themselves in situations where they don't respond as lovingly to their mates as they would like, or they don't respond as lovingly to themselves, or they get so irritated with the volume of email coming in, they want to just chuck it all across the room. And yet, simultaneously, they know they could be responding a different way from more of a place of inner peace. And of course, it's one thing if you don't have some of the tools and strategies and are kind of clueless, but it's another thing when you know a concept or principle, you know theoretically how you can return back to a place of inner peace, and yet you're not doing it. And the problem here is really, again, not that something is missing, but it's a matter of integration. And that's really where I can come in. For the last 11 years, my sole focus has been about taking these principles and concepts. So we talked earlier in a video about living in the present moment and using a now practice as a way to really integrate that principle into your life. And that's what I've been focused on. Ultimately, what we need for integration to occur is four things. We need the mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical to all come together and be singing from the same hymnal. We want, from a mental standpoint, we want our beliefs to be aligned with our goals. We want emotionally to be feeling good and being peaceful and in that loving, yummy, delicious, feel-good space. From a physical standpoint, we want to be taking inspired action. And from a spiritual standpoint, we want to be honoring our intuition and listening to our most authentic guidance. And when all four of those elements are working together, that's when our life flows, and that's when we can really enjoy having inner peace as our predominant way of being. So, of course, it's very useful to have tips and strategies, and yet I want you to get is the tip for today that nothing is missing. Really get that in the cells of your being, that if your life isn't flowing 100% and you're still getting tripped up by those surprise situations, that it's more a matter of integration. And of course, one of the best ways we can integrate anything in our life is to immerse ourselves fully in that which we wish to master. And that's exactly why I've created the Inner Peace Immersion Retreat, and why I made it a full 6 full days and 7 nights, because this is where you have the opportunity to come together in a very concentrated way and integrate all of those components, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, so that inner peace truly can become your predominant way of being. So if you haven't already reviewed and read my invitation in great detail, love to invite you to go to www.innerpeaceimmersionretreat.com, and I hope you'll be inspired to join me October 3rd through the 10th in Joshua Tree, California. So that's it for today, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.